was the voice the world couldn't get enough of, a rising star whose haunting melodies carried both beauty and pain. But on a September night in New York, in front of thousands of screaming fans, Lola Young collapsed on stage. The crowd thought it was exhaustion. The media blamed stress. But those who were there swear they saw something far more terrifying. A shadow standing behind her. A presence that disappeared the moment she hit the ground. What if I told you the very voice that brought Lola fame never truly belonged to her? This is the chilling story of Lola Young, the singer whose greatest gift may have come from something not of this world. Lola Emily Mary Young grew up in London, surrounded by music and chaos. Her childhood was marked by a restless imagination. While other kids played games, Lola filled journals with strange lyrics and disturbing images she couldn't explain. She would wake some mornings to find pages of songs written in her own handwriting, but she had no memory of writing them. Her mother brushed it off as sleepwalking, but Lola swore she felt watched. At night, she dreamed of a faceless figure always standing in the corner of her room, silent, still, listening. It never approached her, it only listened. And every time Lola sang, even as a child, she could feel that same presence grow closer. At 17, as her visions worsened, doctors gave Lola a name for what she was experiencing: schizoaffective disorder, hallucinations, delusions, mood swings. The voices in her head, they said, were just her mind playing cruel tricks. Lola wanted to believe them. She clung to the idea that medicine and therapy could keep her grounded. But deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling that this faceless figure was real. A parasite lurking just out of sight. One that wanted something from her. Her voice. When Lola began recording her first songs, strange things started happening in the studio. Sound engineers reported hearing a second voice, faint and eerie, buried beneath her vocals. Backup singers complained of feeling cold spots around the microphone. One even claimed to see a shadowy figure standing behind Lola while she sang. But the weirdest part, whenever they played back the recordings, you could hear whispers layered beneath the music, whispers in a language no one recognized. Producers brushed it off as equipment glitches. Lola, desperate to succeed, ignored the warning signs. She told herself it was all in her head, but part of her knew someone or something was singing along. In 2024, Lola began work on her second album, I'm Only Fucking Myself. During one late-night session, she awoke at her piano at 3:33 a.m. with a completed song on the stand, a song she didn't remember writing. Its title was Conceited. The lyrics described a contract written in blood, a voice stolen, and a soul bound to an audience forever. Lola was shaken to her core, but when she sang it aloud, the power of the song was undeniable. Her label called it her best work yet. They didn't care where it came from, they just wanted to release it.
But the more Lola performed the song, the sicker she became. She complained of waking up with bruises around her throat, of hearing chanting in her hotel rooms at night. Her reflection began to distort in mirrors. Sometimes she swore she could see the faceless figure standing just behind her, its shadow stretching toward her mouth.
September 27th, 2025, New York City. Thousands gathered at the All Things Go festival to hear Lola perform. From the very first note of Conceited, something felt wrong. Fans later reported a low, vibrating hum beneath the music, like distant chanting, growing louder with every verse. Lola's voice became harsher. Her body seemed to jerk with movements not entirely her own. Then she froze. Her eyes rolled back, and with a blood-curdling scream, she collapsed. Panic erupted. Security rushed in, dragging her off stage. But several audience members swear they saw a tall, faceless figure standing directly behind her, visible for only a split second before vanishing into thin air.
When Lola regained consciousness, she had no memory of the performance. Doctors told her it was exhaustion. Her team issued a statement blaming stress. But to a close friend, Lola confessed something chilling. She said she remembered singing, but it didn't feel like her own voice. She said she felt someone else inside her, using her body as a vessel. And then she whispered, "It wasn't me out there, it was him." The very next day, Lola canceled her tour completely. But by then, it was already too late.
When Lola returned to the public months later, fans noticed something off. Her voice had changed. It was still beautiful, but darker, hollow, as though another presence was singing through her. To this day, she refuses to perform Conceited live again. But if you listen closely to the original studio version, you might hear it, a faint, otherworldly harmony beneath her main vocal track. Audio engineers who've analyzed it describe two voices, one human and one not quite human.
Some claim Lola's collapse was nothing more than stress and illness, the tragic cost of fame. But others believe she made a dark bargain long ago, that her extraordinary voice was never truly hers to begin with. And they warn that the faceless figure she saw as a child was not a hallucination, but a collector, waiting patiently to take what was promised. So the next time you hear Lola Young's haunting melodies, listen carefully, because you might just hear someone or something singing along. And if you do, don't sing back.